It is the spring of 1935. Albert Einstein sits beneath a Princeton elm, still wary of the strange new physics he helped spark. He argues that quantum theory cannot be the last word. Surely the world carries hidden certainties beneath its probabilistic fog. Erwin Schrödinger, pacing a Swiss mountainside, hears the challenge and decides to dramatize it. Fine, he says in essence, let us not speak of ethereal electrons. Let us gamble with a creature of fur and breath. And so the stage is set for the most infamous box in science. Picture an oak chest hardly larger than a wine crate. It seems sealed tight against every stray photon of light. Inside rests a minuscule time bomb of chance, a single radioactive atom destined to decay. But no one can say when. Beside it stands a Geiger counter poised like a sentinel. One faint click will fire an electric relay, tipping a hammer, shattering a fragile vial, and releasing a puff of cyanide gas. Curled in the far corner, oblivious, dozes a healthy black cat. At the stroke of noon, we shut the lid and start the clock. For 1 minute, the interior is utterly private, no peeking, no whispers from the outside world. In that quiet, the atom lives in two possibilities, undecayed and decayed. The Geiger tube is both silent and shrill. The hammer hovers and swings. The vial is intact and splintered, and the cat is both purring and gone. The mystery is not the cat's whim, it is the domino line of entanglement. First domino, the atom's quantum uncertainty. Second, the detector wired to its fate. Third, the mechanical hammer. Fourth, the delicate vial. Fifth, a living organism whose every cell breathes or suffocates, depending on the upstream maybes. In a single, seamless wave of possibility, subatomic indecision is amplified into macroscopic life and death. Imagine two ghostly scripts superposed atop one stage set. Actors walk both plots at once, till a spotlight snaps on and forces the troupe to pick one storyline, discarding the other forever. Where shall we place that spotlight? Stand outside the chest, stopwatch in hand. From your vantage, nothing collapses until the lid creaks open. The wave of maybes still hums within. Now climb inside. In thought, safely masked. Your eyes, your ears, your very neurons become part of the entangled machinery. Do you act as the spotlight? Some say yes. The instant you witness the cat, the uncertainty folds. Others retort that the cat's own nervous system is audience enough. Her first breath, or lack of it, writes the ending before we ever arrive. The paradox is not about feline welfare. Is a mirror held to our definition of observation? Does reality wait for consciousness, for a censor, for any irreversible imprint on the environment? The box offers no hint, merely sits, inscrutable and silent. For decades, the thought experiment seemed safely philosophical, till laboratories learned to engineer cat states without whiskers. At Yale, a ring of superconducting aluminum chilled close to absolute zero manages a bizarre feat. Electrical current flows clockwise and counterclockwise at the same moment. Microwave pulses read out the loop. Interference fringes confirm both realities coexistent till the measurement chooses. Across the Atlantic, in a darkened chamber, physicists levitate a silicon nanosphere on a cradle of laser light. They cool its motion until the bead's wave function swells larger than the bead itself, occupying two positions at once like a dancer mid-leap frozen in double exposure. Stray gas molecules, a passing cosmic ray. Even a photon leak can collapse the pose. Yet for precious milliseconds, the paradox lives in glass. No poison, no claws, just quantum mechanics wired to levers we can finally pull. It is tempting to imagine Schrödinger chuckling, conjuring undead cats to antagonize his colleagues. In truth, he sought clarity, not chaos. By scaling micro-uncertainty to macro-absurdity, he forced physicists to confront a contradiction hiding in plain sight. Either the quantum description is incomplete, or our everyday intuition that objects possess definite properties at all times is simply wrong. 80 years on, the box still refuses to declare a victor. We know the math that predicts interference and collapse with stunning accuracy. We wield it in lasers, GPS clocks, and nascent quantum processors. Yet we do not all agree what that math describes when nobody is looking. To decide, we must wander beyond the lid, into interpretations that say reality splits like branching novels, or that a silent mechanism snaps the wave shut the instant information leaks. In Part 3, we will meet these competing stories, weigh their evidence, and ask how a universe built on superposition chooses a single script the moment an observer steps on stage.